Do I have any disappointing real estate stories I could share? Sure. I actually have a pretty recent one. So I have clients and we've had their house on the market, and there's been one realtor and one set of buyers that have visited multiple times. They've communicated how much they love the house. It's just a little bit outside of their price range. And unfortunately, at the time, my sellers were not willing to accept an offer like that. So I communicated this to their realtor, and he, of course, said, well, listen, if anything changes, this is absolutely the house that my clients want. I'd appreciate a heads up. And I agreed. Well, lucky for him and his clients, my seller's situation did change. He ended up getting a new job offer, and they had to expedite their selling process. My clients instructed me to go to this realtor and his clients and give them first right of refusal for this opportunity, because they believed that these buyers really did appreciate the home and that they would be happy in it, which does matter to a lot of sellers. So I tell this to the realtor, and he's of course excited and says that he would have an offer in our hands by the end of the day. Well, he does send in an offer, but when we get the offer, it is for significantly less than the offer price that we had been communicating about for weeks. To top it all off, he also sends over a pre-approval letter for an amount significantly greater than the price that we had been communicating for weeks. So I give him a call, and he literally admits to me that, well, the situation had obviously changed for my seller. They seem a lot more desperate to sell at this point. So he advised his clients to put in a lowball offer and see if we could maybe meet in the middle. And I was just floored by the fact that he advised his clients to do this. So I communicate this to my sellers. They immediately take the entire exchange as disrespect. They completely saw it as their generosity was taken for weakness and desperation, which was not the case whatsoever. And they instruct me to cut all ties with the realtor and say that they will not entertain anything, even a full price offer from these buyers moving forward. I then go back and communicate this to the realtor, and he is flabbergasted at the level of communication that I would have with my clients about what he said and how he was navigating his clients. And at that point, I hit a whole new level of disappointment. At that point, I knew that his buyers were trusting him, and he gave them just piss poor advice. And now, because of him, they were going to miss out on the home that they truly wanted. And I honestly felt horrible for them. I even told the realtor how bad I felt for his client. It ended up working out fine for my sellers. We ended up going out to market at the price reduction that we had talked about. They ended up in a multiple offer situation, and everything turned out fine. But that's what I'm talking about. As soon as it becomes realtor versus realtor, or the realtor's ego gets in the way of his client's best interest, that is the most disappointing thing that I can possibly ever describe. It happens all the time. Realtors cannot get out of their client's way sometimes. And it's the one thing that just should never happen.